everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 2, look 2 of my week with the Vault, and is on my face right now. Today I did use the Ring the Alarm palette, which looks like this. I'm trying to do my week with the Vault in an order that I feel makes sense. So yesterday's look and palette that I used was very approachable to a lot of different people. So I decided to use this palette next because I feel like it is also still very approachable to a lot of different people. You do still have a lot of those browns, really pretty deeper shades, both a darker brown as well as this one is kind of like a deep plum. And I just feel like you can still look at this palette and it still makes sense, and you can still use it for the daytime, you can still use it for work, or you could really go crazy and have a nighttime look with it. So that's why I wanted to do this one today, and I will go ahead and let you know exactly how I did my eyeshadow today, and you will see me using the palette right now. So the first color that I went into is called Rush. It is a very light brown, and I like to use stuff like that, of course, in that crease area. I did keep it a little bit high because, again, I always want to make sure that this color can still be seen. And I didn't have any issues with it. It was so beautiful, it was so blendable, so pigmented, and very, very little fallout and very little kickback as well. I decided to go in next with Alert, and I wanted to focus that right in the crease. Now this is still a brown, but it's way more of an orange brown, as you can see. And this one did have a little bit of kickback, not so much fallout, but definitely more kickback than I was expecting. But like I said, didn't have any fallout, so I didn't have to worry about it getting all over my face. This color is so beautiful. I really love orangey kinds of browns like this to keep right below that transition shade so that it really pops, because I felt like I really wanted to do a cut crease today. I decided to go in and deepen this look up on the outer edge with the color Mugshot. And this is a very nice, that warm chocolatey brown that I was looking for in yesterday's palette, but I could not find. This color, Mugshot, was very warm, it was very brown, very pigmented and easy to work with, so I didn't have any issues with it. But I will say that this one did have quite a bit of kickback, so you really want to go with a very light hand, especially with the color Mugshot, because you don't want to be wasting a ton of product either with fallout or with just it, you know, flying off of your brush when you're just putting it on the brush. Then I decided to really deepen up the outer edge with Secret, and again, this one was so pretty, so pigmented, very, very deep dark, almost kind of like an espresso color, and it was pigmented from the start. I absolutely love it. And again, these two browns were perfect. Pigment was there, blendability was there, so these two browns are a total home run. And again, unfortunately, whereas the other two browns from yesterday's palette were just not my favorite. Then I decided to use the color Lolly on my cut crease part. This one's a bit more of like a pinky gold, but it does come off very, very both. So you can see the pink and you can see the gold, and I love that because you're not losing any one of those colors. And it's really, really pretty and very, very pigmented right away. I did then decide to use the color Framed, which is that really deep kind of plum, and I wanted to use that in between the color Lolly and Secret because I wanted there to be a bit more of a purple and a bit more of a blend going through. But I did deepen it up as well with Secret, and I did end up going in a little bit more with the color Alert and Rush in the exact same spots that I had used them before, just to deepen them up, because anytime that you're working with a bunch of other colors, you're going to end up losing it somehow, some way. So I just wanted to really make sure that I got it back. And off camera, I did my lower lash line with the color Siren. Did also use one of the lighter white shades in the original Jaclyn Morphe palette for the inner corner highlight, because this palette does not have one and I didn't feel like pulling out yesterday's palette. So that is what's on my eyes right now. So yeah, I didn't have any issues with blendability or patchiness. This palette also for me was absolutely gorgeous. I love my look so much. I will say that I did swatch all of these shimmer shades because I like to do that before I decide which one I want to use, so that way I know what they look like and everything. And I honestly thought, and I'll show you, Right here, this color Siren that I put on my lower lash line, it's got a bit of a shimmer to it, so I figured that would be that it is a shimmer shade, you know. And I love using shimmer shades on my lower lash line because that's just what I'm into right now. And even when I swatched it, you guys saw it wasn't too, it was a little bit patchy looking. I don't care how swatches come off because, again, how something swatches on the back of your arm versus what it's like on the eyelid with primers and, you know, whatever kind of base you're using is going to be completely different, and especially the brush that you're using too, you know. So you want to just factor all of that stuff in. So it was patchy, I didn't really care, I still wanted to use it, and it's a pretty color. Like, you can still see it, it's definitely got that purple. I feel like you can't tell that it's a shimmer shade, so don't know if that's good or not. I think that the color is pretty. I just don't love it. Like, it's not my favorite, but I will continue playing with it because I do really like all of the other shades in here. So this is day 2, look 2. Again, I have a fabulous palette. Everything in here is beautiful. It's performing just as it's supposed to. So I'm thrilled. I'm so happy. I love my look. And tomorrow I will be using the very purple palette. Look, I am going to go a little bit crazy probably tomorrow because this palette looks absolutely gorgeous. So definitely come back to my channel tomorrow if you want to see that. But as far as today's look goes, yeah, I mean, I love it. I feel like it's just so pretty. Also, everything blends out so quickly that you don't have to spend a lot of time on your eyeshadow. Like, I think each eye maybe took me less than 15 minutes. And it's just so easy, it's so quick, it's so pigmented, they're so beautiful right from the start, and you really don't have to build them up too much if you don't want to because it says bam, pigment right away, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I have no complaints about this palette. I'm so glad that I love both of these palettes. You know, when you do buy an entire collection of something and you're hoping that it's worth your money, and in my opinion, we're already on day 2 and I'm in love. So if you touch my camera, sir, okay, why don't you come over here then? Alright guys, so that'll be the end of today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you have this palette, what are your thoughts on it? I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, come back tomorrow for a very super crazy purple look, and I will see you guys then. Bye!